This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
My man, Marc Spears, ready to go. Yes, sir. Bring him aboard. Marc, how you feeling, baby?
Oh man, just out here in Boston, Mass, getting ready for what I believe will be a great NBA Finals.
I got to tell you, I could not have been more wrong about the Dallas Mavericks. I did not think they were going to be this good, this tough, this resilient. And kudos to Cuban, because I laughed at his ass for trading for Kyrie. I laughed at him even more for extending Kyrie and for sticking to it, believing in it, and everything has paid off. And I am so wrong that I've picked them to win it in 6. Okay.
Huh.
So yeah, they have convinced me that, they have convinced me that they have the toughness that I think that at times the Celtics lack. And
Well,
so that there's those lapses with the Celtics that
mhm.
I would have expected from a Mavs team. I'm switching over and I'm going to the Mavs and saying, yeah, I'm going with them, and I'm expecting the flakiness coming from Boston.
Well, I actually picked against Dallas the last 2 series, so that tells you what I know. Um, I got enamored with Oklahoma City. I got enamored with Anthony Edwards, and
I don't blame
and
you, man.
hey, look, I'm probably more enamored with Boston than I need to be because I picked them to win in 7. So what does that tell you right now?
Yeah.
Um, I think it's going to be a great series, a long series. The Celtics have been here before, other than Kyrie. I don't know if anybody on the on the Mavs has really been there, but I do count Luka's Euro basketball experience. Playing in a European Championship.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not the NBA Finals, but that's certainly a high pressure level. So I don't feel like he'd be intimidated by playing in the NBA Finals. When somebody picks a team to win in 7, like I did with Boston, that means it's kind of like a push, and you're basically taking Boston because they got more home games, right?
Right.
Like
Right.
I just think this is a great evenly matched series to come, and I'm really excited to see what happens tonight.
Yeah. I was just telling Sean that that 20-point comeback from Minnesota. I was
Yeah,
like, I'm done, bro. These guys are the shit. The
yeah,
Dallas Mavericks are the shit, dude. They
yeah,
have it all, and I commend their front office, their vision, putting that team together, the guys they put around the big
yeah.
two. I have just been super impressed with them, overall. So we got your prediction. All right, so I want to know what your prediction is going to be for the Miami Heat, because my vibe is, Bob Seger. My favorite song of Bob Seger is called "Turn the Page," and I think that's what Pat Riley's about to do. And I think if the Sixers are willing to do it, I think those two are going to tango, and Jimmy Butler is going to end up in Philadelphia when it's all said and done.
Hmm.
What's your prediction for the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler?
Man, I've been so in finals word, man. I ain't been thinking about no Miami Heat.
Well, you're talking with Miami now, so
uh, you know what? I'd probably have to study it a little bit more. But obviously, it looks like it's the end of the road for Jimmy Butler there, especially Pat Riley doesn't mince words. But then you hear Udonis Haslam speak, and he's like, he ain't going nowhere. He's supposed to be here. We're gonna work it out.
Well,
So
he learned. No, what he heard Riley the first time when he went off in that other podcast. So
yeah,
now he's in line with the company line now. So,
yeah, yeah,
so he's throwing out the company line. But the man kind of gave us the writing on the wall, because he basically said, unless Jimmy plays, I can't pay him, and they're not going to
yeah,
pay him now. They're going to wait till next year, and Jimmy's not going to wait till next year. Neither is his
yeah.
agent, because he
Well,
knows. There's somebody there willing to pay him. He's going to go get that money, man.
and
Come
then
on.
he's in his 30s now, so it's hard to be patient, not knowing what tomorrow holds. Obviously, he has some health concerns, and so that adds to the urgency. So, but I mean, like uh, I'm keeping an eye on Golden State doing anything that includes somebody big,
Right.
right? Like Now, would Golden State pay him now? I don't know about that.
Oof.
But, I think they certainly are looking for somebody that could come in and give them a guaranteed 20 to 25 a game. They need
Right.
that. Steph Curry needs the co-star. Could it be him? Could it be Zach LaVine? Like those two guys, like they can't roll the dice and have somebody that's not healthy, right?
Yeah.
They need somebody healthy. So that's the thing. I mean, if your parent club is dissing you over health, then I think that kind of in a lot of ways takes a slap on whether teams should take a chance on you as well. Because there's no question about Jimmy Butler as a player. He's a phenomenal player.
No. God bless, please.
Yeah, and then perhaps a lot of what we've seen in these playoffs could have been different is for certain if he was playing. I mean, we saw it 2 years ago, but
Nobody's
again,
done more with less. Jimmy
yeah,
Butler.
but they say the best ability is availability. So
Right. Right. No, the Jimmy Butler era has been incredibly successful.
yeah,
Where the front office failed, let's be honest, man. And I've been talking about this for a couple years. They didn't get the other superstar next to him, man. I love Bam, but in today's NBA, if you cannot impose your offensive will, I can't call you a
yeah,
star. Because
yeah,
in the 90s, I would have made Bam a superstar in the
yeah,
90s. When we were scoring 85 and 90 points in the league, Bam is a superstar. But now that we're scoring 120, your superstars have to impose their offensive will. You didn't get that guy for Jimmy. Let me tell you the twisted part. The best thing would be is for the Heat to trade him and get 3 or 4 first rounders, because their problem, Mark, has been they can't get that star because every time they come to the poker table, they don't have the capital. And so if you want to get a Donovan Mitchell or any other young guy coming out in the next year or 2 or 3, you're going to need capital. And that's
yeah,
why the Oklahoma Cities and others can do that, because they have capital. Miami doesn't have any capital. Trade Jimmy and you get capital. And then now with Bam, with Jaquez, and with Jovic, you try to get that star and build these young guys. Maybe you can come back a little stronger.
yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Man,
Are we
I'm at the man. I don't care about the Miami Heat right now, man. Why are we talking
all
about the
right?
Miami Heat?
But you think that the trade would be helpful, right? The trade would be helpful, right?
They'll be interested in Jimmy Butler. It is funny. I'm not trying to slight the Miami
I
Heat.
know. I
It's the
know.
game one of the NBA Finals
I
today.
know.
So
But I got your prediction. I got your thoughts on
yeah,
it. So I
yeah,
want to get
yeah,
your thoughts on the Heat overall. And
yeah,
it's kind of, those are the two hot topics down here. Either you talk NBA Finals or you say
yeah,
what's going to happen with Jimmy Butler.
yeah.
I'm
No,
saying?
I mean, I do like all the Heat's young pieces. I'm waiting for your sharpshooter that has so much promise and hero to be a hero.
I don't think
Yeah, I
he's.
mean, has that passed? I mean, you could probably answer that better than me. I'm a big Jaquez fan,
Oh,
and
love him.
I think
Love
he's
him.
going to end up being a star.
Yeah. Love him.
Um,
Yeah.
so I'm I'm disappointed that we didn't see them at full strength. Scary Terry. Like I just wonder what kind of challenge that they could have presented. Wonder what they could have been. We'll never know,
Right.
and maybe we'll never. I mean, I kind of wish they would just run it back and see what they could be healthy.
Yeah, and when you have Spo, you always have a chance. All right,
Yeah.
Mark. Hey, I appreciate you taking some time,
No,
man.
hey, I
You have a
got to
really
mess
busy
with you,
schedule.
man. You got to get me ready for the Heat questions. I wasn't ready for the Heat questions.
We'll get you in the summer when it's smoking hot and Jimmy's on the move, and we'll
But
talk.
you got to bring me out there with you, man. And
Yes.
I know you by the beach somewhere.
Yeah. No, I'm in a casino today, so poor me.
Okay.
I'm in a casino today, so it's all good. But
You
yeah,
could
the
be in
beach
worse
is right there.
places.
Yes. I'm in South Florida, man.
Hey, man, I miss you, brother.
I
I'm
miss you
good.
too,
I'm glad
man.
to see you doing good.
Yeah, man. Surviving and thriving on my own, man. I can't, it's 4 straight years. June 15 will be 4
And
straight
you get to
years.
curse on the air now.
I
Go
can
ahead.
curse. I don't answer to a goddamn person out there. It's a beautiful thing, dude. It is a beautiful thing, man.
But we'll be talking soon.
You got it. Much love, Mark. We'll talk
Peace.
later. All right, baby. Be good. There you go. Marc Spears from ESPN, baby.
This is the Big O Show. This Show.